Hey guys, it's January the 16th today, and to start off, you're looking at a gold Krugerrand. Yes, I am the proud owner of a gold Krugerrand. Unfortunately, it is pretty much the smallest round or coin I have ever seen in my life. I got this as a throw-in on a trade with a fellow money changer, i.e. bullion dealer. So it was free to me, so I'm going to try and look at it with this magnifying loupe here. It's going to be tough. Okay. I don't know. At least you can see it, right? So it's a replica Krugerrand. It's not a real one, obviously. It says 1980 Krugerrand, and down the bottom on the left it says, I think it says Finn Gold, and I don't know, that's what it looks like to me anyways. 1 ounce, and then Fine Gold on the right. So that was, Finn Gold is in another language, I guess, and Fine Gold is the English. And flip it over, and we have Paul Kruger is the guy's name. A rand is a South African unit of currency, and Kruger was this guy here, a guy with a neck beard, and he was obviously from South Africa, somewhere around 1900, and all I know about him is that he helped develop the concept of guerrilla warfare during the Boer Wars in South Africa. Anyhow, anyone know anything about it? It's apparently exactly like a 1980 Krugerrand. Even says 1 ounce on it, even though it's obviously less than a gram. But as you can see, or maybe not, down the bottom right there, there's a small difference between regular Krugerrands and this replica, and there it does say 14K. So this is 14 karat gold, or at least supposed to be 14 karat gold. As you can see, it is smaller than the pad on my middle finger. It's I think it's about 4 millimeters across. Incredibly tiny, incredibly thin. The gold value in here is probably almost nothing, even if it is solid 14 karat gold. But I'm just wondering if anyone knows any more about it, and I thought it would be kind of cool to show. At this magnification, you can even see the bumps on my dry skin on my finger. That's how magnified we are now. But I don't know. And I thought it was cool, and any amount of free gold, obviously, you can't complain about. Speaking of small coins, here's a few more. People often say, I don't have enough money to get involved in precious metals. Well, you can get it in pretty small amounts, especially if you're willing to buy junk silver like this. You can walk into any coin store in North America pretty much that has any kind of decent selection, and you can get, you can buy silver for 50 cents, you can buy silver for $1. These were $1 each from a supplier that I visit. And I thought I would go today with some European theme. So here we have 10 ore, I don't know, that's probably not how you pronounce it, from Norway. Then here I have 25, and that one happens to be from Sweden. And this is 10 cents, 1915, from the Netherlands. So, just thought I would show you guys those. I'd like to also show you some detail on this note here. I'll just show you the entire thing because I can't zoom during a shoot. But I wanted to show you some detail on this bill. This note is from 1937, and it's a $1 Bank of Canada note. Bank of Canada will pay to the bearer on demand $1 or $1. And the bottom there it says Canadian Bank Note Company Limited. And I guess that would be King George. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's interesting to anyone, but thought I would show it off quickly. The other side. Actually, not even sure who that is. Is that somebody got a rake? Is this... I don't know. Showing my ignorance here. But there you have it. 1937, $1 from Canada. The Canadian Press has asked the Bank of Canada to release information about their polymer or plastic banknotes that they've been producing for the past year or so. We have hundreds, 50s, and 20s now here in Canada, and we'll be getting the 10s and 5s later this year. The 2s, 1s, and fractional dollars, of course, are all steel coins now. But anyhow, these notes, they were alleged to be baking in the sun and unable to be used in machines, bank machines, or those, you know, like self-checkout lines at the grocery store where you can put in your cash and your change comes out once you paid for your items or whatever. They don't apparently work once they've been exposed to too much sunlight or heat. They warp up and change in shape and size, and they're just not detectable by the computers anymore. But here it says that disclosing details of behind-the-scenes discussions about tales of melting banknotes could endanger national security or international relations, says the Bank of Canada. And the Canadian Press asked them for information, and they released 134 pages of internal records, but they were all completely blanked out, so we didn't really get any information from them after all. So it's just too important to keep the validity of these notes a secret, apparently. We have to make sure that nobody knows, not in Canada or outside of Canada, nobody knows if these bills are safe to use or not. It doesn't really make any sense, but I guess, you know, it just shows you just how important it is to convince the public that these notes are money and that they are valuable and that they can be trusted. It's often very hard to get a public to trust the currency that a government issues, although I don't really think that they'll have any trouble with this. The masses are pretty much sold on the idea of plastic as money and steel as money, so I don't think that they're going to have a problem with it, but it just is interesting to note. You guys got time for a story? I was at one of my favorite bullion dealers / money changers today, and he does a lot of business. Usually while I'm there, I'll just browse his silver or whatever, look at his coins and stuff when he has other customers, and then when they're gone I will talk to him some more. But a lady came in today. Looked like she had walked quite a ways with this stuff. She hauled it in through the door. She had a big bag of binders full of coins, and she had a box full of silver bars, and she had a little clear plastic bag full of gold. I could see when she walked in she had a little bag of gold coins, and you know, I was interested. I listened in a little bit as she did her business, and he looked through it all, appraised it all. Took about 20 minutes to get through it all. He does coins as well as bullion and everything. And when he was done, he gave her the figure, and she said, "Okay, I accept that." So he jokingly said, "Will you accept cash?" Of course, it has to be cash. He couldn't pay her in MasterCard or write her a check or whatever. But she didn't take it as a joke. She thought he was serious, and she said, "Oh, you know." He starts counting out some of this plastic stuff here, and he says, "Will you accept cash?" And she goes, "Oh, no, I'm worried about carrying that much money on me." I kid you not. Damn, that's hot. Oh, yeah. Oh. Yep, that's it for today. I'll talk to you guys soon.